Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. His Majesty King Abdullah received the final report by the Independent Dead Sea Accident Committee, which was formed upon royal directives to find out the truth behind the tragic incident. During a meeting with the committee's chairman and members at Al Husseiniya Palace, His Majesty instructed the Prime Minister to follow up on the report's conclusions and recommendations. His Majesty affirmed the report's great importance and said there will be follow-up over procedures that will be taken by the concerned institutions. The committee's chairman, Mohammed Al-Ragad, said the committee spoke to the concerned official bodies and eyewitnesses and carried out its own investigation during field visits to the accident site to try to find out the truth. His Majesty the King held talks with visiting chairman of the Presidential Council of the Government of National Accord in Libya, Fayez Sarraj, who announced that Libya will start paying back overdue bills to Jordanian hospitals for treating Libyan patients. His Majesty and Sarraj agreed to further develop bilateral cooperation, especially in investment, trade exchange, medical tourism, higher education and security coordination. During talks at the Al Husseiniya Palace, the two sides also agreed to form joint committees to look into a number of cooperation issues, including the overdue bills to Jordanian hospitals and Libya's investment portfolio in Jordan. Talks also dealt with developments in Libya, where His Majesty affirmed Jordan's support for efforts to reach a political solution in Libya that brings security and stability to its people. The King also affirmed the kingdom's readiness to provide support to Libya in all fields and providing Jordanian expertise to help build Libyan institutions, especially in the computerization of its health sector. Discussions also covered the need for exchange visits among the two countries' private sectors to explore further investment opportunities. The two sides also reviewed regional developments, especially the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Prime Minister Omar al-Razzaz also met with Chairman of the Presidential Council of the Government of National Accord in Libya, Fayez Sarraj. Talks covered a number of bilateral issues, including Libya's overdue bills to Jordanian hospitals. Razzaz stressed the need to resolve the issue as such funds, he said, belong to hospitals, citizens and the private sector. Sarraj pointed out that his government had taken serious measures to settle the debt. On Libya's investment portfolio that was deposited in Jordan, Razzaz assured the Libyan official that the funds are safe, while Sarraj said Libya is eager to use the funds to launch investments in Jordan. The two sides also discussed prospects of security cooperation and coordination between the two countries, with the Libyan official expressing his country's particular interest in this domain. Anti-narcotics department personnel have seized 350,000 narcotic pills in two separate cases. The Public Security Department spokesperson said that following a tip-off, the anti-narcotics personnel began their investigation of suspects allegedly hiding narcotic pills with an intention to smuggle them into a neighboring country. He added that all suspects in the two cases were arrested. In Iraq, authorities declared a state of emergency after flash floods and torrential rain battered Nineveh. Rainfall swept through several districts inside Nineveh's capital, Mosul, as well as the south of the province, where eyewitnesses said the water level had risen to 7 meters. Lawmakers called for the establishment of a joint committee between Baghdad's central government, international organizations, and the province's local council to develop plans to reconstruct battered areas. Leaders of G20 nations meeting in Buenos Aires reaffirmed their commitment to fighting climate change by upholding the Paris Agreement, with the exception of the United States. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres welcomed the declaration, which he said reaffirms a commitment to raise ambition in the fight against climate change. Meanwhile, in several European countries, people took to the streets in protest against climate change and demanding governments to respect their commitments to the Paris Agreement. Demonstrations were held in Brussels, Vienna, London and Berlin, calling for international solidarity in the fight against climate change. Protests come as delegates from 200 nations began 2 weeks of talks on global warming at the COP24 in Poland. Back here at home, Her Majesty Queen Rania met with the second graduating cohort of the Queen Rania Teacher Academy. During a reception held at the Academy's new premises at the University of Jordan campus, the Queen expressed her pride in the Academy's graduates for the 2017-2018 academic year and her confidence in the teachers' and principals' ability to enrich Jordan's education. Her Majesty thanked the cohort for their faith in the diploma and in themselves. Queen Rania noted that the skills and innovative teaching methods learned by the graduating teachers will allow them to manage their classrooms positively, effectively, and professionally to benefit students. The Queen also said she is hopeful that Jordan will reach the point where all teachers and principals are trained and supported with the teaching methods and tools they need in order to uphold this serious responsibility. Her Majesty also met with the Academy's third cohort and joined trainees in a session. In sports, the Netherlands and Germany were grouped together in qualification for the 2020 European Championship draw in Dublin, one of the 12 host cities for the finals that will be staged across the continent for the first time. Germany will also play Northern Ireland, Estonia and Belarus in Group C when the qualification competition begins in March. The Dutch failed to qualify for the last two major tournaments. Holders Portugal must face Ukraine and Serbia in a tricky five-team Group B, which also includes Lithuania and Luxembourg, while world champions France drew Iceland and Turkey in Group H. Elsewhere, three times champions Spain were drawn in Group F with Sweden, Norway and Romania. England, one of the other informed teams from the Nations League, faced the Czech Republic and Bulgaria in Group A. The top two teams from each group qualify automatically.
They really don't want to split. They play together in the Nations League, and again we will have a great football match, or two great football matches in Group C.
And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury were both eager to call for a rematch after a thrilling split decision draw at the Staples Center in LA. American Wilder retained his WBC heavyweight title with the draw after one judge scored the fight 115-111 to Wilder, another 114-112 to Fury, and the third had it 113-113. Wilder stated he would be happy to have a rematch with Fury, but that he still plans to unify the heavyweight division in a blockbuster bout with IBF, WBO, and IBO holder Anthony Joshua of Britain.
Come on, Freddie! This will be the day that I die. Come on! This will be the day.
And I'd love to go back into a rematch, or I'd love to fight Joshua. So I think I'm in a win-win situation.
And finally, the weather outlook. It will be cold tonight and tomorrow, with temperatures expected to drop below their seasonal normal. Unstable weather is expected to bring thunder showers in the afternoon and evening hours in the eastern and southeastern parts of the kingdom. Forecast temperatures for tomorrow in Amman are highs of 19 degrees and lows of 10, while Aqaba's highs reach 25 degrees and drop down to 16 at night. That's all for tonight. I'm Dana Usham. Thanks for watching and have a good night.